However, work is often the cause of poor or adverse mental health. There is rarely just one factor involved in why a person's mental health might suffer or take a plunge. If you know the author Matt Haig, who's written two great books about explicitly about mental health, he reminded us just recently on World Mental Health Day with a series of tweets which emphasized that it is not simply about awareness or being brave to talk about struggles. It is much wider than that. He stated the mental health conversation is boring. We shouldn't just congratulate people for talking about it or being amazed when our employer puts up a poster for awareness campaigns. We should, he argues, be looking at inequality, social media, 24/7 work culture, unnatural sleep and life patterns, and several more factors. Okay, he's not talking about the context of language teaching here, or even just our working lives, but it does raise the prospect of examining our working environment and maybe challenging some of those conditions where possible. Now, a lot of people, as Sarah alluded to earlier, like to get political. They like to engage in a political discourse which focuses on working conditions or systemic issues. And there are some critical and cynical voices, recently Philip Kerr, Paul Walsh in the past, who dismiss the focus on well-being, positive psychology, and they prefer to focus solely on structural problems. Now, I'm not dismissing them, these are critical. They're important to consider and to challenge where possible. With the recent closure of some high-profile language schools, there are some serious economic factors which are causing language teachers to lose work, lose their jobs, and be thrown once more into insecurity. Precarity, another thing mentioned earlier, it's an ongoing issue, and precarity regularly comes up as an issue for language teachers. It's often seen as the major cause of adverse mental health in our profession. It's frequently brought up in research on how teachers are struggling and has been made worse by this pandemic. However, today I wish to focus more on language teachers' reactions to precarity and the wider conditions. Many language teachers' workplaces have shifted this year, with many forced to work from home. Now, this is a welcome joy for some. I didn't mind it in the least. However, others missed the face-to-face interaction of the real classroom setting.